While I have been a big fan of the wrestling games in the past, it's time for me to talk about the newest one, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Now, I know I've only done 2 SmackDown vs. Raw 2000 games like that, but I promise I'll do more in the future. Hopefully I will. Okay, so there are a couple new features of this game. There are some that have been taken away, and I'll start with the new features. First off, they have this new Royal Rumble system where you're able to eliminate people not off that stupid bar like it was in the last games, but instead you get to eliminate them with special moves and talents. I thought that was pretty cool. I always liked it back in the day when you could just throw a superstar over the rope and punch them a couple times and they hit the ground, no bar or anything, but this is pretty neat too. I also like the exception of characters in this game. And I don't like how the fact they made this game so early in preparations they didn't get it right. I mean, they made Carlito a good guy, and I'm guessing he was a bad guy as soon as this game was finished. Because he didn't say a bad guy for long, a good guy for long, that is. And I can't even find Carlito nowadays in the real wrestling, but whatever. Primo's still out there, but he sucks so badly, he doesn't even deserve to be in the WWE anymore. But whatever. I better get back to the game. Well, there's a Royal Rumble feature, a couple new matches like the Inferno match. Yeah, pretty cool. I have to say that I probably will never find me playing that match because it sounds kind of stupid. I much rather prefer table and ladder matches and hardcore matches, or ECW Extreme Role matches. I like those the best. Well, I do like the exception of that, and I also like the obsession of new features in video games and create modes, and the new storyline creator, and I'll talk about that more often. But now with the stuff they didn't do, and oh my god, did it make me mad. I'll start with the little things, First off, I can't find a couple of things in this game. First of all, the title screen is all screwed up. Second thing is, well, I shouldn't say screwed up. I should say different. You have to move it to the side now. I don't know what was the deal with the point and click access, but now it's just weird. The second thing is probably that I can't find the create a tag team mode anymore, and I don't know why. Create a superstar for me has just gotten way too complicated. I mean, it's in the locker room now, and your face is all weird like a Chinese guy. It just looks weird. I think they tried to over-advance this game a little too much, is what I'm trying to say. Another thing about this game is, and here comes the biggest one, the GM mode is gone. Yeah, that's right, the GM mode is gone, and that's always been one of the biggest things for me in this game. I spent $40 on this game, and you know what? I can't believe that my favorite feature has been excluded. And now here we're going to talk about it. That's probably because of the new mode called Storyline Creator. Now in Storyline Creator, here's the deal with this. Alright, so Storyline Creator, it's basically GM mode all over again, except for the fact that you get to create scenes too, before matches, after matches, or in the middle of matches. And I really do like the exception of that, but the thing is, there's a couple of problems. You still get to make matches, but here's probably one of the biggest problems for me. You know how you could do championship matches and it would set, like, you know, the game would know what champion was what? You have to remember now, that's right, it doesn't set. Even if you have one person win the title in one thing, since you don't have to play it over to get to the next day, it doesn't keep track of who won the title whether you decide to simulate your show or not. You have to keep track and remember. I can't remember because I sometimes don't want to simulate the show, so I just kind of guess. Who deserves to be the champion? What kind of crap is that? They can't even keep track of who won the title? That's bull. Well, I can't actually say that. No, I can't. I like to keep my reviews clean. Let's just say it's BS. Or stupid. Whatever you want to call it. But anyway. So, yeah. And another thing is, I think they made the scenes a little too complicated. By what I mean by that is, well, they don't have I couldn't find simple scenes of just two superstars talking to each other. Someone had to interrupt somebody, and, you know, someone had to come out, and someone had to be in the locker room, turn them around, and someone had to interview somebody. It, once again, overcomplicates things. Now, those were some of the problems I only found in this game. Other things are, I think they overcomplicated this game again too much. Like, I think they should be able to add text a little differently. And all the cheers and sounds they make don't even sound like they're really from WWE besides the theme songs. I mean, the crowd cheering, whatever happened to the famous, yeah, where they go all over the place, yay. And then you hear a couple of clapping, and that's about it. I don't like that. What happened to all the crowd chanting at the same time? They don't have that. At least I haven't found it yet, but I don't want to go into extreme detail. I just want to play the show my way. I haven't played this game online yet since I've never really thought about having PlayStation 2 online, since I never really play it that much except for the WWE games. I would get it for the Wii since that is my online thing, but I cannot play this game on the Wii. The Wii sucks. It changes things completely. You got like 5 matches to play in. I mean, the Wii, I will not play this game on the Wii. Xbox, okay, but I don't get Xbox Live either. I hardly even play the Xbox. So, yeah, I have to say that this game is okay. I mean, there's a couple of new features, a couple of old features that have been gone, and they're not there anymore, and it sucks. I hate how they deleted those features to make room for a couple of new good ones. And while they were good altogether, I don't like the fact that they take away some of the great features. Now, if they did create stable matches and GM matches, I'll make sure to correct myself. But I haven't found them yet, and I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, there are people saying this is the SmackDown vs. Raw game everybody wants to get. And while there are great features, I think that if they kept the old features, this game would have been gladly #1. But I think they took out some of these features to make room for the old ones or to save some time, and I don't like that. I'd rather them take the time on a wrestling game than make it quick and undecided for all the fans. So you know what? I gotta say it's good. It's good, just like all the other wrestling games out there, but I still gotta go with 2006 is my favorite, because that has a great GM mode, a great fighting style, no set styles, and I just like it more. While this game is a lot better than 2008 since it has no select fighting styles, I gotta say that 2006 is more organized, and this game is good with good graphics and good entrances, but I just gotta say this game isn't great, but I do think it's worth a buy.